Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSDenver.com. You're here for a few more minutes with Broncos lineman Connor McGovern. And Connor, we were just talking about there's someone with your same name.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be like if you guys end up on the same team? I know that's a far-fetched thing, but
Yeah, you know, there's like a 1 in 32 chance that he could end up. So I mean, there's been worse odds of something happening, and but no, that'd be pretty funny, you know. And whether he's a guard and I'm a guard, or he's a guard, I'm center, or whatever, there's a chance we could be right next to each other. So it'd be pretty funny to see, you know, the last names on the back of the jerseys right next to each other.
That'd be pretty wild. Now, you're going into your third coaching staff since you've been here since 2016. What's it like getting a whole new coaching staff and starting all over like that again?
You know, it feels kind of normal at this point. You know, this time of year, I'm like excited to go in and have my first meeting with my new offensive line coach, because this is the fourth one that I've had, and this will be my fourth year. So, it's I don't know. It's not a weird feeling anymore. It's more excitement, just so I can, you know, talk to him and figure out what the plan is for this upcoming off season and OTAs, I mean, I don't know. I suppose if you've been in the NFL for 7 years with the same coaching staff and then got a new one, it'd be a little bit more difficult. But I've gotten used to it.
Just feels like normal.
Yeah, normal off season.
Playing a bunch of positions feels like normal.
Yeah,
also
exactly.
played guard and center. Can you talk a little about what are the biggest differences between guard and center?
You know, the biggest, you know, everyone thinks people ask what position I play, and I just say offensive line, just because, you know, 99% of the population doesn't know the difference between offensive line. But there's a big difference between the three positions on the offensive line, and luckily center and guard are a little bit more similar than tackle, and that's a whole different deal. But you know, it's more like you're having control. I don't think people realize how much the center does on almost every team about making the mic points and telling everyone where to go and all that kind of stuff. So it's more just taking that leadership role that you automatically get as a center. You know, you control a lot, and so it's just accepting that leadership role and being a good leader with it.
From the outside watching, when you stepped in there, the line didn't skip a beat. I mean, you protected Case. You were great. Did you feel comfortable in that role? Was there an adjustment?
Yeah, you know, it's luckily, like I've kind of mentioned before, that Paradis and I are great friends, and with his injuries in the past, I've had the opportunity to play, and he's always been a fantastic mentor, and we always watch film together, and he showed me the right way to do it. And then Case and I are good friends, and so, you know, he and I vibed well, and then a lot of stuff I just kind of prepared for. When I did the off-season training at Matt McChesney's, I would snap everyone like once a week and just practice being center. And then our coaches, Coach Cougs and Strauss, did a fantastic job of, you know, getting me ready. Because, you know, I was the backup center, so I'd get a couple reps in the practice, and you know, we had like 2 quizzes a week, so I would get the center quiz, so I had to know more than the other, you know, guys, make every single call. Whatever. So between the coaches and Matt and the previous history, and Case, I felt very prepared.
Well, it looked good out there. All right, before we let you go, I got to ask, big gig coming up, Super Bowl. I know you're going to be there. Who you got?
I don't know. It's going to be a good game, but I think I'm going to have to go with the Patriots. You know, the experience is hard to beat no matter where you are, who you are. And so, and the Rams are a young team, and I think they're going to be really good for a really long time. But it's hard to beat the experience of someone that has done it as many times as Brady and Belichick.
I wish I could disagree, but I can't,
yeah,
until they prove us wrong.
Yeah, it's hard to, as a Broncos player, it's really hard to say. But if I don't want to be wrong on live TV, so I'm going to have to go with who I think is actually going to win. So.
I think a lot of Broncos fans, unfortunately, agree with you. I agree with you. Connor, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. That was a few more minutes on. Thank you for logging on to CBSDenver.com.